guys, so welcome to my March wrap up. I'm going to talk through the books that I read this month. I read 7 books. I read the entirety of the Vampire Academy series. They're all here in all their glory. And I also read Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma, and I'm going to start with this one because I want to end on a happy note. Because this book is about a family in a very neglectful environment. Now, this isn't the kind of book that it can be like all like, oh my god, you need to read it, it's so amazing, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Even though I did enjoy this book, it was enrapturing and very thought-provoking and very controversial. This book is the tragic, heartbreaking love story between a brother and sister. Yeah. I don't know. You need to be rather open-minded before going into this. I didn't know what to expect, and I was wholly surprised. I started reading this one night when I couldn't sleep, and next thing I know it's like 5:30 in the morning. My boyfriend's like, poking me and going, you need to go to sleep. So I slept for like a couple hours, got up, finished it over breakfast, and cried at the end because it's so sad and it's weird because it's this weird mix of emotions. Like, how could something so pure and genuine be so disgusting and abhorrent? It's difficult. It's really hard to talk about. It's really hard to convey it to people. I've tried to talk about it with people at work and things, and as soon as you mention anything about it being about incest, and you just see people's faces shut down. They don't even want to know. But yeah, I found this book, I would highly recommend this book for anybody. I think the youngest I would maybe recommend this for is 15 at a push, and you would have to be a very mature 15 at that. Just generally be very open-minded at any age before stepping into this book. I think this would also be a good book for, like, if you're, say, like in higher English or advanced higher English and you wanted something for your personal study. This book is rich in characterization and, I mean, literarily, is that a word? Let's rephrase that sentence. From a literary point of view, this is a rich, rich text that you could write so much about, and possibly because of the context and the content, you might get extra marks. I don't know. Because it's such a controversial topic. Because then you can bring in outside factors. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent here. If you do want me to do a more in-depth review of this book, let me know. I could either do it as a blog post or as a video, because I feel a strong resonance, if that's the right word, with this book. I think that's the right word. Because the situation that the family is in, it's a single parent family with an alcoholic, neglectful, almost absent mother. She's almost never there, and it's about the eldest brother and sister raising the family and the bond they formed during the process. And the thing that sort of hit home with me is the amount of people I knew growing up that dealt with family life like this. It makes me thoroughly appreciate my parents. I mean, the fact that I had 2 parents was quite a big deal in my school. Not very many kids came from a 2-parent family. But yeah, as before I go off on major tangents and rambles, let me know if you want an in-depth review of this and I will get on that for you. So on to a more, I say happier note, but I cried a lot during this series too. The Vampire Academy series by Richelle Mead. You can tell I liked this for me to have devoured the entire thing within a month. This is about Moroi, good vampires who have magical abilities connected with the elements, and they can eat normal food, but they require a little blood to survive. They can go out in the sun, but they prefer not to because it irritates them. And then we have the Strigoi, who are evil, immortal, soulless vampires, and because they have no soul, they cannot work magic anymore, and they require food. They can't eat. They require blood solely to live, and if they went out in the sun they would just burn up and turn to ash. And then we have the Dampiers, which is a cross between a human and a Moroi, and they get the best of both features. Like, they get the health and I can't remember what it is. They get like the health from their Moroi side, but they get their ability to walk in the sun and their speed from the humans. And it's about Rose Hathaway and Lissa Dragomir, and Lissa is the Moroi, Rose is the Dampier, and they have a bond where Rose can hear Lissa's thoughts, and in times of crisis she can even enter Lissa's mind and see things through her eyes. And they believed that something was happening at the boarding school they were at, so they ran away. The start of Vampire Academy is where guardians or other Dampiers who work for the school come and take them back. And that's where we meet Dmitry Belikov, and he kind of vouches for Rose when she's about to get kicked out of the school, and that's where their relationship begins. And because they've missed, I think it's 2 years of school, it's not such a huge deal for Lissa because she is royalty in the Moroi world and she doesn't really have to worry too much about it. Whereas Rose is a Dampier and they have to set all these exams and things to get to graduate and become guardians. So she has a lot of catching up to do, and Dmitry offers to help her, and he becomes kind of her mentor. So that's the basic premise of this. And yeah, the books in which I cried were Frostbite, Shadow Kiss, Blood Promise, and I think I may have either cried at Spiritbound or Last Sacrifice. I can't remember which one. But I cried a lot throughout this series. Very excited for the film, by the way. It comes out in the UK April 23rd. Cannot wait. I've seen little clips of it on YouTube because some people have uploaded little sneaky tidbits. And from what I've seen, I like what they've done with it. I can't wait to watch it. But I've heard it's not been doing too well, and they may have possibly already canned the second film. That would be really sad because I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but for anyone who's read Blood Promise, that epic scene with the mansion, the hedge maze, and that bridge over the fast flowing waters, how awesome would that be on the big screen? That would just be epic. Oh. It's heart stopping just thinking about it. I cried so much during that scene. I just was like, oh my god. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the Vampire Academy series. I'm dropping books, so I'm gonna put them down. if you are going to read those, I would also recommend picking up an album by a band called Him, and it's called Dark Light, and it just fits perfectly with all the emotion and things in the book, because he also plays on like vampiric lyrics, so it just kind of fits really well. And yeah, I have got the first couple of books of the Bloodlines series. I am going to savor that series because I don't know how long it's gonna be. Yeah, the 5th one comes out I think in May or June, so I'm trying to pace myself till that comes out. So yeah, those are all the books that I read in March. I didn't quite get round to the Clockwork Princess, but I'll save that for another time. I managed to read, what, like 3 more books than I'd originally planned to, so I'm pretty happy with that, so go me. What else was I gonna say? I will most likely do a more talky, chitty chatty review of the Vampire Academy books on my blog. I don't know when I'll do that, just when I get time to. So I will link that in the info box along with my Goodreads and everything and all that fun stuff. My April to be read pile will be up really soon. And yeah. So what have you guys read this month? Let me know. If you read any of these, let me know what you thought. And are you gonna go watch Vampire Academy in the cinema? I kind of wanted to go see Divergent, but I don't know. I don't like going to the cinema by myself, but I'm gonna have to get over that if I want to go see Vampire Academy. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!